let's talk about discounts for a little bit. In the industry, in the party rental industry, and for most businesses, there is kind of this stigma around the idea of discounts, and rightly so. For the most part, a discount is tied heavily to how much your customer values your business, product or service that you're providing. So when someone asks for a discount, it can be a sure sign that they have this skewed perception of your value, and can be offensive on your side, because honestly it's a lot of hard work, and there's a lot of time and effort and money that's tied into the business and everything that you do. So when that comes along, you can obviously have these feelings about it. There are some different things that really kind of go into it. Culturally, there are a lot of people who believe that the ability to get a good deal and to negotiate is part of business, and it's a part of kind of exuding the fact that you have strong business sense or strong business mind. So when you can get a good deal, it's really kind of a power play. So you can't really get upset for someone that does that. On the flip side, the same is true for you, and your ability to make sure that your business is doing what it needs to generate the money that it needs to generate, and keep the finances above water, really depend on your ability to set the price and to get that price. Because if you set your price too high to kind of buffer that, then what you get is people that leave you alone, don't order. If you set your price too low, you're not making enough profit in order to get that. So you're juggling. You're doing a lot of juggling to try to keep it in that range. And then this person comes along and says, hey, I want a discount for, whatever reason. There are 3 ways that you can approach this. One, you can offer no discounts ever to anyone, and you tell everyone the exact same thing, and that is that you set your price the lowest you could possibly set it, and you do not discount anything for any reason for anyone, period. The price is the price. That's one way to go. When you do this, you need to make sure that they understand that what you have done is you have taken away all of the fluff of a discount, and that you are adding 100% value. The price is what they pay, and the value is what they get, and it is comparable. So, and that can be kind of a tough sell as well, because there's a lot of other people out there doing the same thing or similar to the same thing, and they're not charging as much, and they will question you as to why is this person only charging me $99 for a bounce house and you're charging $175 for a bounce house. And again, you can explain everything, but what it does is it makes you look like you've done something wrong in your business and you're making them pay. Very, very dangerous, because people can get offended if they feel like that they're being forced to pay more. So be careful of that. The second way is to pick and choose your discounts. A military discount, a teacher discount, or just have whatever qualifications that you're going to allow. Again, very, very dangerous road, especially if you try to enforce it, because what happens is you get in a situation where someone will want the discount they don't qualify for the discount. They try to qualify for the discount, and then the argument ensues about the discount more so than about the product or the service or, whatever is going on. So picking and choosing your discounts can be very dangerous as well. And again, places your customer in this situation where they're trying to solve the puzzle to get the discount or whatever they feel like that they need to do. The third thing that you could do, and this is what I do, is that if you ask for a discount, you get a discount. I raise my prices across the board 10%, and I offer 10% to anybody that asks it. If you're a teacher, you get 10%. If you're a church, you get 10% if they ask for it. This allows them to get something that they are kind of searching for, and at the same time, it doesn't hurt me. I don't actually raise my prices 10%. I raise them about 7.5%, because that's what it works out to be, the percentage of people who kind of go after that discount. And I'm very, very liberal with my discount. I do multi-unit discounts. I do, any kind of organization, any kind of service, or anything that they say, if they ask for it, they get it. And I automatically attach it to multi-units. And I let them know. And again, no skin off my teeth. In fact, I make probably in the wash, I make a little more than not. And what I am doing is I'm using it as a selling point. Now, there's a couple different things that you can do to make a discount seem like a good selling point. And one is the fact that you're offering it and you're making it seem exclusive, so they feel like that they are part of a special group. Hey, we're giving, neighbors of teachers a 10% discount. Whatever you got to do. The other thing is the fear of missing out, the FOMO. You can offer a discount if you book today for any event within the next 3 months. You get a 10% discount, and that puts that sense of urgency in there. That sense of I better go ahead and do it and get this discount. And you can allow that to kind of push your sales. Again, that's a good way to kind of, use a discount as a means to entice your customers to book and to use, what you got going on. And you can tie it to holidays. You can do all kind of stuff. Call it a lucky day discount for St. Patrick's Day, or I love our customer Valentine's Day discount, or whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. Teachers Day, or Mother's Day, however you want to work it. But anyway, that is my kind of spill on discounts. We're in an industry where a discount is something that most people they'll honestly, some people will get offended, and the way that I like to handle people when they ask for a discount and they seem like they're going to be offended, I just remind them that they need to be as liberal with their tips as I am with my discounts, which means you need to tip my guys when we make this delivery. I will obviously give you your discount, so it works both ways. And in most cases, you can do that in a nice way without making someone angry, and at the same time get your point across. So there you go. If you guys have any ideas, any tips on discounts, put them down in the description below. Go ahead and comment. I appreciate your watching the videos. Keep it up, and so will we.